going on YouTube? Checking in with your boy Keith Sweat here for Court Squad, bringing you the newest, hottest MCs, basketball hoopers, and shoot spots in the game. Now today we're going to be talking about sneakers. As everybody knows, I'm a big sneaker person. Got my Adidas on here right now. And today I'm about to show you a shop you might not know about. It's a little bit of an underground shop. I'm talking about the Shoe Palace here at the beautiful Arden Fair Mall. Now everybody knows about Champs and FootLocker and all those stores, but today we're going to be showing you a store that a lot of people might not know about. Shoe Palace sells everything from Vans to J's to Reeboks to Nikes. So we're about to go check in here with the boys at Shoe Palace, see what it's all about, and it's going down right here. So come on, join me for the ride. Whole bunch of variety, wide variety here at Shoe Palace. Obviously, you got a whole bunch of stuff that we haven't even got to yet. But first, let's check in with my boy Peter right here. What's going on, Big Pete? All right, Peter. So you guys have been open for how many years now?
20.
All right. Whose idea was it to found the company? Who started all this?
It was actually the Merschel family. Shoe Palace is actually family owned. They started out in the flea market about 20 years ago. So they opened their first store in about '93 in San Jose.
And just worked their way up from the top?
Exactly.
That's how you got to do it, man. That's how you got to do it. How long have you been working here personally?
Honestly, I've been working here for about 6, 7 years now.
Oh, dope. That's what's up. All right, so obviously you guys get a lot of, competition from the FootLockers and the Champs. What makes you guys better than the other stores, in your opinion?
My opinion, we actually have the biggest selection and lowest prices. We give the best customer service than anywhere else.
Yeah.
We're always about 10 to 15% cheaper than everywhere else. We're always just finding something better than our competition. Always have the giveaways. Always have like the new releases, the exclusives. We even have our own actually exclusive shoes that nobody else gets. And yeah,
I think that's what people like most about you guys. That you guys have some stuff that I've never seen before in a Champs or a FootLocker. And that's good when you're a shoe company and you want to get your brand out there. You got all this stuff that no one else in the market has. That has to give you a little advantage, don't you think that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Honestly, I think if you don't find something better than your competition, you won't succeed as much as we have. So. Yeah. We're better than everywhere else because our infant shoes, we always have more infant shoes than anyone else. We have a whole wall. Most people have only a few styles. And then we cut over here to our preschool.
Yeah.
And it goes from a size like 11 to 3. Always the Jordans, Vans, basically every style you can think of.
I have a little cousin that has been dying for me to get her a pair of shoes. I might have to come get this. I might have to come cop these if they're in the size. Harper. These might be in your shoe next, man. I might have to come get these. These are hot.
And then we got the more exclusive Nikes and over here like the Air Max Grippies, and we cut over to the running shoes for women, and then Jordans for kid sizes.
Where are you gonna find these? You're not gonna find these at FootLocker.
And then the Vans are actually unisex, men, women, and children. And then we cut over the Converse and the PF Flyers. Okay.
Yeah.
We have Uggs on top, which are one of our best sellers. All of our exclusives are always in the window. We actually have our own Creative Rec exclusive shoe that was only made for Shoe Palace. This is actually number 616. Even our Shoe Palace logo's inside there too.
Don't touch that shoe. You might burn yourself. It's that hot. You might burn yourself.
Over here we have our men's Jordans and LeBrons with the Hyper Dunks. All of our KDs and Kobe's actually over here too.
By the way, shout out to LeBron for the second ring. Proud of you.
Bo Jacksons,
yeah.
Griffies, our Diamond Griffies, and it cuts over to all of our Air Forces. We actually have more Air Forces than anyone else in the industry.
That's fire. You can't find that. That's some crazy stuff right there. That's wow.
After that, we cut out some more limited Air Maxes, Air Max 1s, Air Max 90s, LTDs. We have something a little more crazy coming over here too. Those actually just came out.
Wow.
And then we cut out to our running shoes. Running shoes is actually one of our #1 sellers here. We have anything from the Roshi runs, which are in high demand right now. Actually, the new free runs that just came out. We have the Lunar Glides, everything you can think of. Air Max 2013s, we got them.
Yeah, man. See, my boy Austin, he's got these. He got me a pair of these in the peaches. These are hot. If you do not have a pair of Roshi runs, you are not alive. You got to get a pair of these. They are comfortable. Oh, this is the most comfortable shoe I've ever seen or felt and stepped into in my life. Get you a pair of Roshi runs if you don't have these.
After that, we got our Adidas over here. We're actually one of the only stores that still carry the original shell toes. We still have the Gazelles, the Campuses, the Samoas, the Sambas, everything like that. And then we cut over to our basketball Adidas, which are pretty much the T-Max, the Derrick Roses. We still have the Superflies over here, and we're the only store that carries the Jeremy Scotts.
I need a pair of Jeremy Scotts. I got to get a pair of those Jeremy Scotts.
Exactly. And then we have actually our Jeremy Scotts are the most limited. They range from like 200 to 250 a pair. Yeah. So yeah, we actually sell a lot of those here.
Check out these Jeremy Scotts. Feel the texture on this. Feel the texture on this. This is not like a metallic. This is not like a rubber or a, canvas. This is like straight furry stuff, man. You can go to the mall, you can go to Target at like 12 at night to buy something. In these, it's as good as a slipper. I'm feeling these right now, and literally these are like very soft. They are very, very soft. Shout out to Jeremy Scott. You are crazy.
We are the only store that does carry Ferrari Pumas. I think the only place you can find them is maybe high-end stores like Nordstrom and stuff like that. We have to always have the biggest selection in our Pumas and the Lacoste, which are basically all over here. We even got like the more exclusive Lacoste like that nobody else has. Those right there.
Those are dope.
Yeah, and then we have our whole boot wall over here. Timberlands, Nike Manoas. What else? The Android Homes and a couple styles of lugs. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And the hat wall.
So I've been in this store for about 2 minutes. I must have seen at least 20 pairs that I can't live without. And I can't imagine what it's like for a customer to come in here. You guys got all this variety. I mean, imagine working here. Exactly, man. But yeah, I mean, this is crazy. Obviously, you guys, you're not so much underground, but you're a little low key. But you do just as good business as the FootLocker and Champs, and obviously that's got to bring a lot of detractors. Like, what do you say to the people that work at FootLocker and Champs that just love to hate?
Honestly, there's really nothing to say except because we know we got it better. I mean, not to hate on FootLocker or Champs or anything. I just know that people like to choose us over anyone else just because they get the best customer service. They automatically get that ultimate experience when they walk in. So
yeah, haters gonna hate, man. You know what? You FootLocker Champs, you hear that? We ain't scared of nobody. Nobody. All right, man. Thank you so much. It's been a great pleasure. Shoe Palace. Right here, we have a regular low top red Chuck Taylor All-Star. Right here, we have the new Air Jordan Son of Mars Low Cement. These are two very different shoes made by the very different company. What shoe store do you know sells a Chuck Taylor and a Jordan in the same store? You see that over there? That's a FootLocker, okay? There's no way that you were gonna find a moccasin and a Jordan in the same store. It's not gonna happen. But you can find it here at Shoe Palace, and that's why we love these people, man. What's your name, man?
Trey Solid.
All right, man. Now, is this your first time in a Shoe Palace?
Nah, I've been here a few times.
All right, you've been here a few times. You know what's up. What's the one thing you like most about Shoe Palace?
We have a variety of shoes in here.
Got a good variety?
Yep.
Right. What is your top sneaker that you could not live without in your collection right now?
Foams.
You got a pair of foams? You got the originals? Or you got like a different color?
Yeah, the newer ones.
Okay, you got the newer ones. Right on. The camos? Okay, right on. Well, thanks a lot, man. We appreciate it. See that, man? We got a new sneakerhead every day here on Court Squad. It's whatever. We got foams. We got Chuck Taylors. I got my Adidas rocking right here. It's all crazy. There's always that one kid shoe that is way too small for you, but you damn well know out there, folks at home, if you could fit into this, you'd buy it. It's been a long day here at Shoe Palace. Now I just gotta check out here my boy Hasamua.
Oh, how you doing today?
What's going on, man? I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying here, doing it for the people. Now you've been working here how long?
I've been working here for 2 years. I'm going on 3 this year.
See, I've known Austin for a long time. Nobody knows. This is my boy Austin, one of my closest friends ever. I do take a bullet for this guy. He's like one of my closest friends, and I could not think of any other worker other than Peter. I had to interview Peter, but I could not think of any other worker than you. And that's the way it is. What you got in your hand, man? You always got a new pair of shoes in your hand. What is this?
This one is actually the LeBron James 10 Elite, his new pro model that he had going for the playoffs. Congratulations, LeBron James, 2013 NBA champion.
Now, if anybody's going to see this, I know what this shoe is called, okay? I just had to ask for the people at home that might not know what this shoe is. So let's just clarify that up. All right, so we're going to interview you, ask you a couple more shoe questions, obviously. I know you're a big sneakerhead. We both love shoes. Everyone has a top 5 rotation for a week. If you had a dream top 5 rotation you can wear from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to Friday, what is it going to be? And then tell me why that shoe is special and in the rotation.
I think my rotation is going to be the Jordan on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll probably have a Jordan 1 on a Monday. Dream rotation, Jordan 2 on a Tuesday, Jordan 3 on a Wednesday, a 4 on a Thursday, and I'll have the 11s on a Friday.
So he jumped from the 4 on Thursday to the 11s on a Friday. Now, which 11s?
I'm going to have to go with the Space Jam 11s.
See, he's a big Space Jam guy. I'm a big Cool Gray guy. I love those shoes. Those are hot. What has been the best thing for you working at this place? Has it been the people that you've met, or has it been the experience, or what has it been?
The best thing that probably is probably just to be able to have a smile on everybody's face, to see a smile on everybody's face as they walk out, just being able to help, and just knowing at the end of the day, hey, they have a brand new pair of shoes that's going to make them feel good in any type of way. And so, yeah, I think that's probably it.
All right, we're going to take a walk. I'm going to make Austin pick out at least 3 shoes that he'd buy right now in this store if he had $1 million. If he won the lottery today, my boy Austin Mua, obviously he's giving me a little pocket change. No, just kidding.
Nike Roshi Runs, $70.
Really. Now, for everybody at home, I showed people when Peter gave us the tour, the blue Roshi Runs with the baby blue sole. I have these. This is probably, like I said, this is the most comfortable shoe I've ever had. I walked in one day. I wanted a pair of Durants. I did not want to spend the money for them at that time. Austin helped me out. He said, you got to get a pair of Roshi Runs. These are the most comfortable shoe. I did not believe him until I walked out that day. I felt like I was on Mars.
Kevin Durant, 5 Elites, getting ready for the playoffs.
KD came out with this model, I believe, was it after the Oklahoma City tornadoes, to relief. He's donated $1 million to the relief fund, but he's also given away these shoes as well. And for the profits of this shoe, go to the Oklahoma City relief. So if you have not donated, go donate to the relief. We need to help out our friends in the Midwest who have lost their homes and their jobs and everything that they've had in life. Go buy this shoe, and if you don't have the money to go buy this shoe, donate. Donate. Let me put this back real quick.
Black and white Chuck Taylors.
How can you go wrong with those, man? It's just normal. It's as American as apple pie, man. 4th of July, apple pie, black and white Chuck Taylors.
TGOD.
Who has been the craziest celebrity you've met here?
Jason Thompson.
I knew he was going to say Jason Thompson. I knew it, man. Tell us the story about Jason Thompson. You always tell me this story, and we're just chilling, kicking back about Jason Thompson. Obviously, he's a great guy. Tell us the story, what happened. He came in one day.
Jason Thompson came in. It was during holidays of 2011, I believe. And Jason Thompson, actually, no, holidays of 2010. Jason Thompson came in, and he had some Jordan 8s. And unfortunately, we couldn't exchange it because he actually didn't. He didn't have his receipt, but we also didn't have the shoe in stock as well. So Jason Thompson was like, okay, it's cool. I'll pick up another one. He ended up picking up a different pair of shoes, autographed that shoe, and gave it to someone else.
That's crazy, man. That's amazing that a celebrity can do that. Austin Mua, I want to thank you for the time, brother.
Thank you for having me.
Peter, I want to thank you for letting us in. We have overstayed our welcome. We got to go. We got to leave. We're done. They're kicking us out. All right. I'm Keith Sweat. It's Court Squad. Let's get out of here.